So, to review the case Morse vs. Frederick, better known as the Bong Hits for Jesus case, you had a student who came to a school field trip and unfurled a banner that said Bong Hits for Jesus. And he was suspended, first of all, forced to take the sign down, suspended by his principal, and he sued, claiming that his symbolic speech rights had been violated, claiming Tinker versus Des Moines was the precedent that would cover him and allow him to avoid any punishment. But, just a couple issues that had to be even decided before they took a look at this question that's up on the screen here for you. Is, first of all, it was a school field trip, and so there was the claim that it wasn't really school. But the court decided, just as they have in many other instances, that a school trip, a school event, it is the same as being in school. Then there came the factor that the student did not start the day off in school. In other words, the school day started, the kids were taken out to the street to watch the parade, and then the student showed up and kind of intermingled with the students and unfurled the banner. So he was claiming he wasn't even in school. The court decided no. As soon as he intermingled with the students, he was in school for all intents and purposes. And so, we kind of look at it and say, if this is a Saturday and this student decided to go out and unfurl the Bong Hits for Jesus banner, there would have been no problem. His free speech rights would have protected him. But it is a different situation because of school. So the issue became, is symbolic speech without any political or social value protected by the First Amendment if expressed in school? And the video clip that you took a look at kind of ended short of the Supreme Court decision, but they found in favor of the school. And this specific precedent was set, and they didn't limit it to symbolic speech, but they said that schools are allowed to limit student expression if it endangers other students by advocating the use of illegal drugs or alcohol. Okay, so, it's not just symbolic speech, but any type of speech. And so, you look at Bethel versus Frazier, and you look at Morse versus Frederick, and you can maybe understand a little bit why schools are able to restrict your freedom of speech in school. Dress codes can be impacted by this. For example, Bethel versus Frazier, anything lewd or indecent expression can be restricted or punished. So that could deal with like a dress code, saying that girls' skirts are too short and they're not allowed, or boys aren't allowed to have their underwear showing, their pants can't be sag style. Morse vs. Frederick can explain why you can't wear a shirt with Miller Lite logo on it, or a shirt with a marijuana leaf on it. I mean, these cases kind of explain why the school has the power to do some of the things that they can. You're going to conclude this lesson by completing an exit ticket, in which you're going to take a look at some situations, and you're going to kind of play the principal, or you're going to kind of play the judge and decide, can the schools restrict speech in these situations? And then you're going to be asked to apply these three cases. So not only are you going to say who would win the case in each situation, but which of these precedents would apply. And so that'll show if you have a basic understanding of what we've talked about in this lesson before we move on to freedom of the press in lesson number 3.